What up, troops? Welcome back to the Latana Army. I'm Lit, and this is Fortnite Save the World. And what we've got today, as you can see above here, is a dev update. And I wanted to go through it with you guys to actually watch it alongside you and get your take on it. One thing I love on this channel is getting your input. I mean, a massive thank you for all the comments yesterday. I mean, I spent literally hours going over the comments last night, and I just can't say thank you enough, for how supportive you've all been and how awesome you've all been on yesterday's videos. And you know what? In the last few months, it's been an incredible journey, and I'm just so pleased that I'm doing this full time at the moment. So let's have a look at this dev review and see what the future's got for Fortnite Save the World. And what I'm hoping for is your comments down below on what you think, so we can have a bit of a talk about it and see how everyone's feeling about the new things coming out. Now, there's some good bits in there, there's some really good bits in there, there's some amazing bits in there, but there are also some bits that are a bit sketchy, they're a little bit worrying. So I want to see what you guys think. So let's watch it together and see how we get on.
First off, we wanted to give an update on the status of Canny Valley. You'll be heading back to the desert for part 2 of the storyline, but there are also some new sights to see. You'll be exploring ghost towns, discovering more of Ray's backstory, and helping to get the old band back together in preparation for the thrilling conclusion coming in part 3.
Okay, alright, so far, that is awesome. So what we've actually got is a new map then, potentially. So where you fight the gunslinger at the end of the Canny Valley story, we're actually going to get that as a map, which I think is absolutely fantastic. I didn't understand why that was such a, a closed-off area anyway. They've done all the groundwork to it. Maybe it was a bit of a test, just to see how it held up, if there were any glitches in the map, things like that. But I'm really glad that they're putting that in. Also, as well, Ray's backstory has been fantastic. I'm really looking forward to hearing more about that, and more about, things what relate to, like, Ray's origin story, where she came from. And let's face it, the dialogue from Ray has been absolutely fantastic, so I can't wait to get more of that as well. Okay, let's see what else we got.
We're excited to kick off voice recording soon, and expect to bring this next chapter of the storyline to everyone sometime next month.
Next month? Alright, okay. Now that is a bit of a worry, because I'm pretty certain we're all a bit hyped for this Fortnitemares event that no one's talking about, but everyone's talking about. So no one at Epic's mentioned Fortnitemares, or not that I've heard. No one on Reddit's really mentioned about Fortnitemares, no one official. But still, why are we not hearing anything about Fortnitemares in this update? Surely that's what this was. When I first saw the dev update go up, that's what I was expecting to see. Now, if we just go back here as well, one thing, I was watching a Tory X video. Now, just have a look at this. Up in the top corner, if you look, all the buffs there are all together. So that's going to be huge as well. So that's a massive thing. One reason I think the buffs don't get used very often is because they're so sporadic. I might think I want a building buff for this mission. And what happens is I can't be bothered, nobody can, to actually run around the map, collect the blue glow from all these separate locations, find the building buff, and then actually go and get it. This looks like they're all together. If you look, you got the energy buff, the healing buff, and the building buff there all together, which could be absolutely fantastic. And what's great is, by the look of that, they're all around the objective, which is even better. Okay, so we're just gonna investigate this Fortnitemares thing a little bit more in a second, but let's just hear what Billy's got to say on the next part of this. Come on, Billy, hit us up. What we got?
Find everyone sometime next month.
Next month, Billy.
In the current system, missions with required home-based power ratings only actually check the party leader's rating to determine a group's eligibility to play a mission. As a result, party leaders are capable of bringing lower rating players into content where they may not be able to contribute all that much.
Wish I could.
We know this has been a frequent point of feedback within the community, and we've been iterating on our mission requirement tech to address it. In Update 610, we'll be making a change so that group eligibility for public missions depends on each individual group member's power rating, and not just the party leaders.
Okay, that is massive. Let's just go back to that 1 second. I know we're skipping back and forth a little bit here, but I just want to see that little line there. Party does not have sufficient power rating to play this mission. Try selecting a less difficult mission, changing your party composition, or setting your mission on privacy to friends only or private. That is so much better. That is all we've wanted for so long. Do you know, I mean, the taxiing issue is such a bad thing, and if you argue in the actual mission that, someone's a power level 40 and you're trying to do a power level 88 mission, or even a 75 mission or 76 mission, you just come across as a bit of a douche. So you have to just kind of accept that they're in there. Or, the classic line, he's with me. That's what I get all the time. Why are you in here when you're level 26? And he's like, just okay. He's with me. And it's kind of like really frustrating. Now, the fact that then people can still go and do that, they're not kind of blocking people off playing together, but they are stopping them from coming into our games where we don't always want that, then I think that's a great thing. You're kind of not forcing the, the lower level player onto the other players, which I think is an absolute great touch. So, do you know what? Well done. Well done, and we'll take that. That is absolutely phenomenal. All right, next bit.
We also understand that some players just want to play with their lower power rating friends, so private and friends-only games will retain the current behavior.
Yes.
Also coming in the 6.10 update is a little bit of a twist on the retrieve the data mission type.
Okay.
The entire zone will be threatened by a storm that constantly closes in around the landing site as the mission goes on. In order to earn maximum rewards, you'll need to quickly get to the balloon, build up your defenses, and start collecting data as soon as possible. There'll be plenty of rewards and a series of quests to go along with this new variant, so hop in and let us know what you think about it.
Okay, I'm quite up for that.
Everyone here on Save the World.
Stop, Billy. Just stop a minute. All right, the new mission thing. I think that's a good idea. I know some people aren't going to like that, but that's what we need. Do you know what? Any new missions that they're willing to put in there, I think good or bad, generally overall, actually help the game. Do you know what? I just think that they should be developing that. We have had the same mission types since I can remember, and I've been playing since launch. And that's one thing that I can remember. We've never really had a variant on the missions, and it's desperately needed in a game like this. When you look at like MMOs and things like that, they've got so many different mission types. Now, okay, you get a basic skeleton, fetch this, go and do that. But the good thing about MMOs is you can actually change the story behind each one, which actually keeps it interesting. The bad thing about Save the World is it's so much the same. The things that Ray says are exactly the same. So, I know they're out there, and the survivors, when they turn around and say, I know it's a lot to ask. It is a lot to ask. But, that's kind of one of the things that I like. I like the fact that they're putting these new things in, and I like the fact that they're changing things up a little bit, and they're looking at new missions. So that can only be a good thing. I'm happy with that. So let's just have a look at what else. We're right at the end now, I think. So let's just have a look what else he's got to say.
From everyone here on Save the World, thank you very much for your continued support, and we'll have more to announce soon, including maybe a little something about free heroes.
Maybe a little something about free heroes. All right, so what's that going to be? Free heroes. I mean, why? The only thing is with Save the World, I think I like the exclusivity of heroes. I want one hero or just a couple of heroes who are really hard to get. I come from like a survival background, MMO background, and I've done all that kind of thing. And there was a weapon that was in World of Warcraft called, I think it was the Thunder Fury or something like that. You guys comment below if I've got that wrong. But there's a weapon, and it was so hard to get. It took months, of grinding, doing things in a certain order. You could get things wrong. But if you had this weapon, it was like, it was such a big status symbol. And I would love to see that more in Save the World. I'd love to see more, uniqueness in Fortnite Save the World, or some unique items that you can have. I was watching Courage JD the other night, who's a Fortnite Battle Royale player, and he went to PAX East and he got a spray, like the sprays that you get in Fortnite Battle Royale that you can give out exclusively, and I think it's something like 1% of players have this thing, or just those that went to PAX. It may even be less than 1%. But the great thing was he gave this away to a kid, and I thought that was awesome. And what I do love about it is the fact that they've got these exclusive items available that we just haven't got. And I think it would be great to do that with maybe heroes, maybe a weapon, maybe have an assault rifle, or, I don't know, a melee weapon or something like that is really hard to get. Something we can sink our time into, because that's kind of what we are. We've all accepted that this game, has got a grind to it. And we kind of, I think a lot of us, I certainly do, I kind of accept that a little bit. Grinding in a game kind of becomes like it's kind of a taboo. Your game's too grindy, you don't want to play it. Grinding's okay in a game if the rewards kind of match up to it. I don't think giving free stuff is the way forward. But that's my opinion. Again, let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. Okay, so that is everything that we've got from there. Now, what I do want to do, just while you guys are here, I'm going to dig a little bit into this Fortnitemares event. So let's have a quick look on Reddit and just see if there's anything about Fortnitemares that's coming up. What's the newest thing about Fortnitemares? Okay, so this is posted then by, who's this? Viper XL. Now, one thing I love the fact that we've got the new Canny Valley story coming. I'm actually really psyched for that. I'm really looking forward to that and learning about, Steel Wall and learning about Ray's story. But the Fortnitemares thing, as Viper X has put on here, just a little concern, I think. They said they were bringing Canny Valley Part 3 sometime next month in a recent dev update. Now, Fortnitemares, is there going to be an event or just an extended cram session? Just a bit confused. I'm thinking extended cram session, but let's just have a look at some of the actual notes down here. So cram session is a transition event for the Halloween event. That's fine. Yeah, but they're bringing Canny Valley Part 3 in next month too, though, unless Halloween is going to be short as well. What makes you think that they can't release the next chapter with the Halloween underway? I mean, epic. I mean, it's epic. Plus Save the World. What more should I say? I mean, good response. It's what we're all thinking. My only issue is, right, I don't care what anybody says. I don't see anywhere where this is confirmed. Do you know, have we got something where this is actually confirmed that we're having the Fortnitemares event 2018? Let's put confirmed. All right, all firmed. Oh, got it. Okay, DemonJoeFrance. I love DemonJoeFrance. Let's have a look what he says.
Just yesterday, some very interesting stuff that I want to go over. Now, let's go ahead and change the backdrop a little bit to the loading screen that he leaked just the other day. So if we take a look at this tweet, it says a Save the World loading screen leak, and it's the mission Into the Mist. And as you guys can clearly see, you know, like all over here, it is Hexylvania, you know, which was in the last.
Yeah, I recognize that. Those of you that did the mansions will know that.
Which we really go to. He also had another tweet, and let's go ahead and change the backdrop a little bit. It's called Trap the Storm, and it's yet another loading screen, and you can clearly see that this is Hexylvania, especially in this one. So it looks like we are going to be going back to Fortnitemares for our very next event.
Okay, I'll take that. I'm not just going to play his whole video. I don't want to rip DemonJoeFrance off. Although I'm a big fan of his channel, which he already knows. But guys, I can't really see anything concrete to say that this event is going to happen. Now, I think it is, do you know? But again, I would like something official, just one line. If you guys know anything that I don't about the Fortnitemares event, or you can think of something whereby there is, do you know, some absolute confirmation that we've got Fortnitemares 2018, then please let me know in the comments below, because I am dying to actually know. I would love just someone official just to actually say, you know, yeah, it's confirmed, this is what we're doing. It's a lot of theories at the minute, and I know, you know, I do know Epic Games, and I think they're great. I actually like Epic Games as a developer, even as a Save the World player. I'm actually still a big fan of Epic Games, but I do know that sometimes we make some U-turns, or things don't always come to fruition that we're expecting, and things aren't always as quick. Now, I don't know what goes off in the background there. You know, there's going to be things going off in the background that we don't know about. But just let me know. If you guys know any confirmation, please let me know down below. I would love to know. And more importantly, though, let me know what you think about this update, because that is hugely important. I want to know, and let's get some discussion going on what we think of the new update. Definitely loving the fact that the Canny Valley story is getting finished. I love the fact that they're like capping the taxes now, so you can go into a private mission, but you can't actually, you know, force your low-level friends onto the higher-level friends so that they've got to kind of carry them in mission. So that's good. No more forced carries, which is a great thing. And I also love the fact that all the buffs are going to be in the same place. So there's a ton of positives to come from this. But more, like I said, guys, let me know what you think down below. I would love to know. Massive, massive thanks for watching today. If you're not part of the Latana army already, make sure you hit that red button as you leave, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Take care now, guys.